Hello friends of Sudoku and welcome to this medium level puzzle by the New York Times. If you're seeing this video, it's because I recorded it yesterday in anticipation of the fact that I will be without a laptop today. I'm transitioning back to my own apartment and my laptop and some of my other stuff are not available to me until I come back to the apartment tonight, after I pick up my son and his family from the airport quite late. So in order to have a video for today, I recorded this yesterday. So without further ado, let's see what this puzzle has to give us today. 5s here or here, and we also have 4s here or here. We have 3s in these two squares and a 5 here or here. 5 blocks down and up and across. A 5 goes in this square here. 2 blocks across and down and across. A 2 must go here. 4 here or here, and therefore here or here. We got 2s blocking these 4 squares, and this 2 blocks the top square here as well. So here's a 2. Got 6s in one of these squares here. We got a 7 blocking up here. So one of these is a 7. Therefore, we need 7s in one of these squares here. We got 8 and 9 and 8 and 9 blocking these squares here. So we got 8 and 9 in 2 of these 3 squares. This 6 blocks across, this blocks up. One of these is a 6. Therefore, we also have a 6 in one of these 2 squares here. These must be 3s and 4s because we have 3 and 4 blocking these 3 squares. And since this 3 blocks down, we know that the 4 must go here and the 3 here. Now these squares must be 4 and 6 because we have 4 and 6 blocking across and 4 and 6 blocking up. So 4 and 6 must go here. And that gives me a 9 for one of these squares. Here, of course, we need a 6, 7, 8. There's a 6 and an 8 blocking down, so here's a 7. There's a 6 blocking down, so here's an 8, and this therefore must be a 6. This 8 blocks up, this blocks down, this blocks across, and 8 goes here. 7 blocks this way, and therefore one of these is a 7. We have a 7 also blocking up, so 7 goes here or here. So now we got 7 here or here. Which one is going to be? We just don't know. 1, 4, 5, 9 here. So 4, 9 up here. 1, 5, 9 here. This 7 blocks all of these 3 squares. So here's a 7. Here now we're looking for a 1, 8 and a 2. Because of these 2 8s, this square must be the 8. And these are now 1s and 2s. And that will give me a 2 for this square because none of these other 4 squares can be 2s because of these 2s here. So here's a 2. So we know that these are 1s and 2s, and we know that these are 4 and 6s, and that makes these a 3 and a 9. The 3 blocks up, so here's a 9. Here's a 3. And this 1 blocks down, so a 1 must go here and a 7 here. So now we got 7 here or here, and we got 7 here or here. We need a 7 for one of these 2 squares. This 7 blocks up, so here's a 7. A 1, 8, and a 9 for these squares. A 9 and an 8 block here, so here's a 1. And therefore this is a 1, and these must be 8 and 9. And here now we're looking for an 8, 4, and a 6. Meanwhile, we have a 7 blocking across here, so here's a 7. And here we'll be looking for a 1, 9, and a 5. So here's a 1, and therefore this is a 2. That's how we deal with that. And here's another 2, of course. And we now have all the 2s finished. here 4, 6, 9. So a 9 must go in one of these squares, and this 9 blocks up. So here's a 9. And we have a 9 now here and here blocking these squares, and this 9 blocks across. So one of these is a 9. 3, 4, 6 here. So this 3 blocks here, this 3 blocks here. We need a 3 for one of these squares, this 3 blocks here. So here's a 3. 4, 5, and a 6 here now. 5 and a 6 block this square, which therefore is a 4. This is now a 5, 6. The 5 blocks this square, which is 6, and here's a 5. Now, this must be a 9 because we need 1, 5, and 9 for these 3 squares. There's a 5 and a 1 blocking across. So 9 goes here, and 1 and 5 go here. These were, I believe, an 8 and a 9. So the 9 blocking over here now makes this an 8 and this a 9. Now we have 8, 0 here. This, of course, must be a 4. So we also need a 6. So 6 and 8 for these squares. 4 blocks up, so here's a 4, giving me a 4 here and a 6 here. And this must be a 3 now. Here, a 1, 5, 9. These ones block across, so here's a 1. So that makes this a 1 and this a 1. And this therefore a 5. And this a 5. Now we got a 5 here. The last digit in column 8 seems to be a 3. And that gives me a 3 here. This must be a 9, giving me a 9 here. And I believe this therefore is a 7, right? And that calls for a 7 for this square as well. Here we had a 4 or a 9. I remember that. Now that the 9 is taken, this is a 4, making a 4 out of this square. And these two were an 8 and a 6, weren't they? Yes, 6 blocks over, 8 therefore goes here and 6 here. And 8 goes up here, and that gives me an 8 here and a, what was this? It was a 6. 6 here therefore, and here a 9. And that's it for today's medium puzzle from the New York Times. As I said earlier, if you watched this on Thursday, then it's because I recorded it on Wednesday and I don't have any laptop today to record a video. I hope you enjoyed it and that you'll come back for more soon. Thank you for watching and bye for now.